Welcome back to another 40 Facts on the lore of the Warhammer universe. This time we are diving into the armory of the Dark Angels. The Black Sword Missile are missiles that are armed on the Nephilim Jet Fighters, and once fired, they emit a black entrail. Primarily used against light vehicles or enemy aircraft, these missiles are quite devastating. The Blades of Caliban are relic blades used by the Unforgiven, which only company champions have the honor to wield. The Corvus Hammer. The Knights of the Order couldn't use lances in the thick forests while hunting beasts, therefore they had to wield a pick hammer of sorts. These weapons are highly capable of destruction. The Black Knights of the Raven Wing especially like to wield these dangerous weapons. The Lion Sword is the great sword that was wielded by the Primarch Lionel Johnson. Legend says that the Emperor's own armorers crafted this blade. Currently, Cypher, the fallen angel, carries this blade in order to present it to the Emperor and have his sins forgiven. The Heavenfall Blades. These master-crafted power swords are wielded by the highest-ranked Astartes of the Dark Angels. These weapons are jet black since they were crafted off of an obsidian meteorite. The Flail of the Unforgiven are archaic weapons that are carried as a badge of office. The Deathwing Knights carry these specialized flails. The Deliverer is a master-crafted bolt pistol used by the Chief Librarian Ezekiel, primarily in his hunt for the fallen. The Halberd of Caliban is a massive power weapon carried by the company champion Terminators. The Lion's Roar is a combi weapon which fires a supercharged plasma bolt, which is accompanied by a ferocious roar. The Lion's Wrath is a master-crafted combi weapon used by Azrael, which fires plasma bolts capable of utter destruction. The Monster Slayer of Caliban, a force generator enhanced power sword that channels its wielder's faith to cut down its foes. At full faith, its strength can dispatch 3 carnifexes with ease, but if the wielder has lost all hope, it can't even pierce or hide. The Mace of Absolution is a powerful weapon wielded by the Deathwing Knights, whose power is amplified in the presence of the most accursed of heretics. The Plasma Talon are plasma weapons which oftentimes are seen on Ravenwing bikes. The Plasma Repeater is an ancient plasma weapon used by the Dark Angels during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. The Plasma Storm Battery is a plasma weapon mounted on the Ravenwing Land Speeder Vengeance. It is capable of rapid bursts or a supercharged blast. The Swords of Secret are Azrael's mastercrafted power swords, which are also made from an obsidian meteorite. The Raven Sword is a 10,000-year-old relic blade wielded by Samael, master of the Ravenwing. The Needle of Truth is a finely crafted power sword wielded by interrogator chaplains to extract faith from its captives. Once it exerts its terrible power, especially when used on heretics, demons, and chaos marines, the truth will always come forth. The Sword of Silence is the master-crafted power sword wielded by the master of the Deathwing Belial. It is essentially a Heavenfall blade with pieces of obsidian in it. The Furious Vengeance is an ancient bolt gun used by those who wish to kill traitors. Traitor's Bane is a master-crafted force sword wielded by Chief Librarian Ezekiel. The souls of those slain by it are forever trapped inside the blade. When the fallen are near, shadows draw in and around the blade. The Lion's Helm is L. Johnson's helmet, which emits a powerful protective barrier which can be activated while not being worn. The Protector is an ancient suit of power armor said to withstand the blows of a battle cannon at close range. Currently, Grand Supreme Master Azrael wields this epic armor. The Blades of Reason are ancient knife-shaped devices which have wires that cause intense pain to any nervous system they come in contact with. These weapons are not fatal and can theoretically cause immense pain forever. Interrogator chaplains have gained valuable information from every known race, except for the Necrons and the Tyranids due to their physiology. The Shroud of Heroes is a piece of fabric used to wrap the remains of a fallen Dark Angel until they are interned in the fortress monastery. This shroud is sometimes worn in battle, and those who have worn it can feel the protective powers of their fallen brothers aiding them. The standard of devastation, fortitude, and retribution. These three sacred banners, which can only be brought to battle one at a time, are very inspirational to the Dark Angels. The banner of retribution is used to inspire, while fortitude gives endurance and devastation provokes fearlessness. Weapon charms are oftentimes feathers, ornaments, or other objects that are placed on weapons to respect their ancestors or to appease the machine gods. The psychic powers of the Dark Angels. Force Barrier is a shimmering psychic shield that protects the librarian from enemy attacks. Hellfire is a psychic torrent of flames that engulfs any enemy in a blaze of heat and pain. Weaken Resolve sends horrific visions to the enemy that scares and forces them back. Mindworm. The librarian releases a psychic energy at the brains of their enemies, which causes deadly mental seizures. The vehicles of the Dark Angels. Corvex is the last surviving Imperial jetpack pattern Mark XIV. Samael rides this relic, which has front-mounted stormbolters and an underslung plasma cannon. It is powered by an advanced version of a fusion generator. The Dark Talon is a fighter aircraft armed with 2 Hurricane Bolters, a Rift Cannon, and a Stasis Bomb. The Rift Cannon fires a beam of light that cracks reality itself. A rift is then opened and sucks anyone nearby. The Stasis Bomb that it drops slows down time in a small area. The Dark Talon is mostly used to aid any foot-slogging soldiers in battle. The Nephilim Jet Fighter is a fighter aircraft with a sturdy design. It is armed with a twin-linked las cannon, 6 Black Sword missiles, and heavy bolters as well. It is mainly used for aerial dogfights. The Sable Claw is the customized land speeder of Samael. It is equipped with an ancient force field generator called the Shield of Night. And there we have it, guys. 40 facts on the armory of the ancient Dark Angels. Now, these weapons were pretty devastating and pretty unique. So what other chapters do you know of that have some amazing weaponry? Leave them down in the comments below, and I am going to give you an epic look into the armory of these chapters. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, I have been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, signing out.